Hey guys, welcome back to Sonic Riders. We're pretty much all done with the story mode, so where do we go from here? Well, everything else. Starting off with the mission mode of the game.
Mission mode?
Quick question. What exactly are the differences between Storm's and Waves' missions?
Storm's missions takes place in the hero stages, where Waves take place in the Babylon variant.
Gotcha.
My name's Storm. Storm the Albatross.
I was also just about to sarcastically say, the difference is that Storm plays in the Storm stages and Wave plays in the Wave stages.
I wish that were the case, but no. Anyway, I can wreck up our gang's unfinished business. It's gone! Where the heck did it go? If I can't find that treasure, the boss is gonna get super angry!
Sonic!
And
Sonic the Hedgehog! Huh? Oh, sorry.
What? Wait, what?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
So this is the plan, eh? Treasure, legendary gear, well things are getting it. See, this is confusing. You can't have two different pieces of dialogue with the same character portrait behind it.
What the heck is that?
At this point, for some reason, I just expect now that Storm himself would just be imitating Sonic.
Oh, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm so cool. So anyway, so this is Sonic...
A tornado's carrying a car!
So this is Sonic interfering with their plans?
Pretty much, yes.
Wait, before Storm...
So basically the missions are as followed. Like, you always have a particular objective, and you're always, you don't play it... you're always given a set character to play them as, and usually can range from doing this amount of tricks, or collecting a whole bunch of MacGuffins, so on and so forth.
How do we know how much time we... Oh, it's a countdown, I'm seeing it.
Yeah, there's a countdown on the top.
I was gonna say, that would suck if it was just some arbitrary value.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
James?
He's gonna do it!
Don't worry, I'm all ears.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing.
Also, I hope you all are happy that... Also, I hope you guys are happy that this is the only time we're showing off Amy throughout the entire video.
And I was also about to say...
yeah.
And I was also about to say, it's a good thing that all the characters play the exact same. Otherwise, randomly switching out characters like that would be kind of aggravating.
Yeah.
You just have to learn, everybody. Erica. Okay, one more time. Come on.
Oh,
crap.
No!
Well, whatever. I still got a high enough
clear a
score.
lap.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
there
got
we
like
go.
a silver, I think? Yep, a silver medal.
So, do we get anything for getting gold medals in all these events?
Well, basically, you clear out the entire mission if you get a gold, and you do get a humorous little outro from Storm in particular on it. Well, what happened?
Yeah,
basically.
report of store.
That pink girl is really annoying. Her tricks made me look bad.
If we got a gold on that, he would just be completely distraught.
Stupid Amy! She made me
look
bad!
It'd be like... Wait, what?
It's a Courage Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Because
He was
Storm said,
referencing-
you made me look bad.
Alright.
You were saying Steve, I'm sorry.
I was more so just going off that fun gag we had last time, where instead it would have been like...
Oh, right.
Not again.
So, James, how can we tell where these pieces are and which routes we have to take?
Yeah, same.
That's pure. Well, there is a little
like
marker on top of the item, so it's a little easier to find them. But otherwise, it's mostly guesswork.
Right, because
Yeah.
I would not have known to check the upper path. I would have checked the bottom path first. Okay. Oh, geez. Thank
There
you,
we go.
Hitbox.
And that, let me just say, that path in particular is a tricky dicky to get to.
No kidding.
All right,
Like, this entire
almost.
mission right here, I redid, like, what, 10 times?
Okay, get
Oh,
the highest
no.
path.
Quick, when you have missions like
Nice.
these, do you usually have more than enough of these layered around the levels, or are there only exactly that many?
You do need to get exactly that amount if you want to get the gold rank.
Ah.
Yeah.
Freaking chair. Okay.
But that's pretty much why the whole ranking system is there in the first place. And I do believe getting all these items are required to unlock certain other boards or even the elusive Sega characters.
Which more on that later.
I wonder if I'm in the wrong place.
Oh,
In fact,
'cause
now
we
that I think
took
about it,
them
I do
all.
believe the mission mode is how you do unlock all these gears, and actually beating both mission modes are required to unlock the elusive Sega characters. So, for the hell of it, I'll show off one more little mission before we move on.
Oh,
to
so
what
there's
actually
3
matters.
missions in every track.
You've got 3 to start off with, but I think they do
Fourth
add
and
in
fifth
more.
one.
Looks like it goes up to 5.
Yeah, looks like
I
it.
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
And it looks like it almost looks like you clear storms to get the board and you clear waves to get the manual.
I think so.
Don't hit that!
Nice.
Oh, just
That,
made it.
I never get that time right. I always underestimate myself.
It is really
Yeah.
hard to get.
By the way, I love how they tout this out as a stealth mission, even though we're just doing what comes naturally.
Yeah.
How is this stealth? Like, how does stealth in this board?
My guess.
How do stealth and race at the same time?
Like, the only thing I could think of, and now that I look at it, it looks like I'm wrong. What I had in mind was, like, maybe, like, it's a race as in, like, you're racing the other stealth bots, and if they get, like, ahead of you, that counts as them seeing you.
I could see where, like, you have to get ahead of them without dealing a melee damage to push them behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, this would have been a little bit easier if I had a power character on me, but no, they pretty much slapped me with Sonic.
So it's mainly just time trial. So really, it's just a time trial to
It's
like
just
not
a
get
time
hit
trial,
by the
nothing
hazards.
more. Get the fastest amount of time to get the gold and so on and so forth, and we're done.
At least it's only
Hooray.
one lap through all of them. Imagine having to do that with all 3
Ah.
laps.
Ah, bronze. That
Gotta be,
sucks.
sorry, kid. Gotta be faster than that.
So are the missions particularly fun? Are some of them kind of dumb? Aw, looks like because we got Bronze, Storm did his job just fine.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole point is to get a gold ranks and to make him look like a complete fool. But anyway, enough of the mission mode. Let's actually show off some of the stuff you get for actually beating them all.
I thought you were about to say, enough of the racing. Oh, let's do some racing.
Let's just do some more racing with the
Sega
Sega Carnival.
And Sega
Sega
Illusion. All the
And
Sega
here's
characters,
all the characters in the game.
in the writer's art style.
They look so good.
Cream,
And
Rouge,
it does look
Shadow.
really nice for its
Nice.
time. And yes, there's the Sega
Nice.
Elusive characters
La la.
and, well, the 2 robots, because, you know, like, it would be kind of weird just to have them there and not, well, be able to play as them.
No,
Banana.
Knights is better.
So, yeah, the
beginner,
first of them...
Hush up.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's a lot of boards in this game. A lot of them you buy from the black market. Others you, well, craft from the mission mode.
Oh, I just
Makes
saw that
sense.
one.
Grinding.
I just saw that one of the boards is based off that flying ship with the wings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
some-
Opa Opa from Fantasy
Field.
Zone. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of those cameos. In fact, as a matter of fact, 2 of the bikes of this game, I believe, the Hang On and the Super Hang On. If you equip those, then the theme tune to their specific games do play. They override this song here, which is why I decided not to use them.
Also, keep an eye out because we're gonna see a lot of Sega references now.
Would you say we should keep?
Amigo!
Logan, would you say we should keep an eye out?
Ha!
Yep, Samba de Amigo is next.
Billy
Here
Hatcher and
is-
the Giant Egg.
Hey, remember
Nice.
this series?
See you in the next game, buddy.
Remember this series? Neither does Sega.
And
It had a nice
Oh.
idea behind it. It just needed a lot of fine tuning is all. And there's
Listen.
Knights.
Yay.
I follow
And
that.
there's Super Monkey Ball.
I feel right at home.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
Never,
Oh,
oh,
gosh.
you never see a
Yeah,
monkey
by the
do
way,
that.
II is. Ooh,
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
yeah, Crazy Taxi.
Taxi!
What?
To the goal, please!
Oh,
Do you
this
actually
like-
control the taxi, or does
No,
it
it's,
like is it automated?
I was gonna say
It's
that was
automated.
I was gonna say that was actually the calmest I've seen that taxi drive in a decade.
Yes, same. Oh my god.
Jeez.
But yeah, just to say real quick, for people that are curious, yeah, II here is a power type, Knights is a flight type, and Ulala is a speed type.
Yeah.
Now I think about
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It could have been the mic quality, or maybe you did to slur your word, but I thought you said slight type.
No, I said flight.
it. Also, now I think about it, there is no Space Channel 5 segment.
There
Not,
isn't.
not in this one. There will be in the next level, though.
Oh, yeah,
and
Illusion.
Sega Illusion there is.
Remember,
Okay.
remember, Sega Carnival has its own Babylon variant.
Ha. Oh, jeez. So,
Woohoo!
yeah, no, it always is nice to see Sega do this, and then they outright gave up on Riders and just made their own Sega Racing.
And then they gave
Yeah.
up on that and made their own Sonic Racer.
Pretty much. Kind of a shame, really, but at the same time, I mean, having a fully Sonic-focused racing game never hurt anyone. It's just that, well, I don't know. You kind of lose some bit of the charm when you pretty much axe off all the other Sega characters that have made the franchise, the company known.
So
Yeah.
Now
how?
that you think about it, it also kind of, like, it kind of makes a little bit of sense for Sonic to be in a car with all those guys, because he's the only one that can run really fast. Whereas with Sonic, everyone can run fast, so what's the point?
Right, in Sonic Riders, sorry, Sonic R, everyone was racing. Also, James, how do these putt-putt bikes work?
The bikes?
Yeah, how do they control?
honestly, there's really no gameplay difference between all the vehicles. It's mostly just for aesthetic.
Aesthetic, and sometimes it kind of varies on how much air they take. Because I think the skates actually take up the least amount of air.
For what that's worth, yeah. I mean, every single vehicle has their own strengths and weaknesses, and well, I mean, especially if you're playing as Eggman on his trademark bike, like I said before, it's a complete air hog.
Yeah.
Also, that's so cool that his charge is the roll-up. All right, let's see the other one then.
All right, next up we're going to the Sega Illusion, the nighttime of Sega Carnival, and this is where we'll be showing off the one we'll be playing as Ulala.
I was honestly expecting
Her
it to be
voice sounds very weird in this game. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, I was actually expecting, like, since it's gonna be at night, we'd play as knights, but nah, that's just fine.
I mean, she has to do her nightly report. She's got to get the big scoop, you know?
Right, and besides, I think playing as knights would make better sense in the last race course I'll be showing off.
Alrighty.
Oh, right, that's right, I forgot about that.
So yeah, here's the Sega Illusion, and there's a more proper representation of knights, but yeah, Ulala from the game that I only remember playing a little bit of during my childhood and completely giving up on because the timing of the freaking rhythm was bad.
I don't know why I just shouted that out. I just saw it and I panicked.
I have definitely played it, and it was one of my favorite Sega games, but mostly the second one.
Not at all affiliated with Twin B, I realize.
Yeah, Twin B's Konami. Sega's got all the love and attention.
Oh, so that wasn't the Twin B ship back there?
Pardon?
That wasn't the Twin B ship back there, the like capsule-shaped looking one, and there it is.
There it is.
There's
Give us the
Space
scoop.
5. And we just fly off.
Oh, whoa, jeez. To the Coliseum. And, oh yeah, here's the first stage.
And with
not the
there's
wrong
the
aliens
Marolians.
are attacking and shooting and nothing.
The Marolians.
Yeah, they're called the Marolians.
And here I thought Stormtroopers had bad aim.
Choo-choo rocket!
Oh, choo-choo rocket!
Oh gosh, with the cats
ow.
and the arrows and the... Okay. No wave.
No wave. Get out of the way.
Dang it, I was so close I could have given her the scoop.
On.
This just in!
Shoot!
This just in, we crashed.
It's just in.
So did our franchise.
This just in, we were taken off the air.
Ooh, what's this?
Light bridge?
Really nice.
That is so pretty. I don't remember that part of the stage.
Now, I want to
Well,
know,
it is high up.
Those orange orbs from the night section, do those count as like little flight rings that the flight character can go through?
I think so.
Want to say they are, yes.
Yeah, I think they are.
Ooh, that's something I should probably test out next time I play through this stage.
Alrighty.
I mean, if not,
yeah,
that would have
honestly-
been a missed opportunity.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
it.
of course.
I think this is pretty much the most of what I think we've pretty much seen everything as far as like Sega fan service is concerned. I mean, I know like we already brought it up in like our look at Zero Gravity, but the Sega theme stages there is literally just like a freaking city as opposed to what looks like an amusement park.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, at least you're still in first.
Yeah, you have a big enough lead to where you could take a fall.
Yeah, but now I feel second rate.
Second
I'm just gonna
rate.
watch my news channel now.
Bless me. Anyway. Careful.
So let's see.
So all in
At
all,
this
do you
point, I'm
think...
just enjoying the music.
So all in all, the characters in the free play... Does this game have replayability to it, James?
I mean, it is, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, the gameplay itself is pretty fun, and, well, I think it's safe to assume that if you have friends on board that like this kind of game, too, you're definitely going to get your money's worth.
Yeah, and I would say that there is enough content to unlock that does merit you going back to it, like we mentioned with like the different Storm and Wave missions, and of course getting these, and the one particular gear that you can get from the shop, although it's expensive.
God
No,
damn it!
Oh,
Are you
no,
pushing
you
her the
pushed-
ball?
You hit bumped her forward.
Whoops.
Oh well.
Always got to push out for our fellow news anchors. But I'm not even a news anchor.
I don't even know what I am.
All right. So with that said, now that we're done with all the fan service, how about we go take a nosedive down to the abyss?
No.
The digital dimension.
No.
Or Babylon.
And yeah, the Babylon Guardian there, in case you want to refight him. But no, we're going to the digital dimension this time, and this is where I pick knights.
Okay.
Night Sky.
And with knights, I will be using...
A broom.
The crazy
Carpet.
text, the air tank, the heavy bike, the destroyer, everything, to everything.
There we
Pick
go.
The
Grinder.
grinder.
The darkness.
That's not.
That's
That
not.
doesn't look right.
No, it's,
Yeah, that's shadows.
Too big on him.
She doesn't. It doesn't. Knights doesn't run.
Oh, by the way, those grinder shoes are an example of gear that can add, like, different abilities to others. Like, because that gives you the speed attribute to let you grind on rails.
Well, at least
I mean,
you made it
I get-
unbelievable.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it's the. I guess it's the closest that I can. Oh, geez, this. Oh, yeah, I
It
forgot.
I
makes
hate-
sense with knights to where the boots just because...
Don't fall
well,
in the abyss.
it's-
Don't fall in the abyss.
I mean, Knights is pretty much the kind of player that mostly relies on their own acrobatic skills. as
Right, I
opposed
was
to
gonna
literally
say,
just putting
I
their
guess
feet
it's-
on something solid.
Yeah, I guess this is the closest to having no vehicle, but especially in shots like that. But so do you have a particular?
If only there was if only there were custom built knight shoes, then it would be more appropriate.
So do you have a particular favorite of all these characters to play as?
I've already said before, I mostly play it safe with like Sonic, or I do remember playing as II a lot, and aside from him, I think I did play as Shadow a fair bit, but that's only because that was back when I still, that was back when I was still a little high off my Sonic horse.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I didn't really touch any other character unless I was feeling experimental that day.
Which is fair.
And I guess it should also be said, this was back before like I had like the most experience with the likes of say Knights or Space. Well, even that today, I still don't feel like I have that much experience with Space Channel 5. I mean, out of all the Sega franchises, I think I have the most experience with Super Monkey Ball, so that's why I play as him more than the other two.
Ah,
I
that
still
makes
need to
sense.
get around
Okay.
to playing that and Knights.
Oh, Super Monkey Ball's a great time, assuming you're playing like the older games. Not to say the newer ones are bad; they just play it a little too safe for their own sake.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That, or they can get weird with its gimmicks. Like I still think back to a Banana Blitz where you literally have a jump button, which I mean was cool and all. It's just that the level design in itself was a bit iffy, and you had to tilt everything with the Wii remote.
That I can see being annoying. Have you played any of the Super Monkey Balls, Jordan?
I think the only time I really played Super Monkey Ball was when I had, well, I still have the iToys Sega Superstars, I just don't have the camera anymore, but I think that was the only time I ever experienced Super Monkey Ball, along with everything else. But
That's fair.
Knights, I've definitely played both games, and I played both games with Space Channel 5. I would say those two are the Sega games outside of Sonic that I have the most, that I cherish the most,
You know
basically.
I just had a thought, and it would irk a lot of people. What if
What?
Riders did the same thing that? What if Riders did the same thing that Sega Racing Transform did, and instead of Knights being playable, it's just one of the Dreamians and Knights is the board?
Nightopia.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I didn't mind that. It made sense.
Yeah.
I can just imagine now one of the Nightopians literally just doing all sorts of sick flip tricks.
And then slam on the ground in Knight's face.
Oh man.
Ow.
No.
That was
on
very painful. I won't lie.
I'll bet. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our little ending bit for Sonic Riders. I mean, you can see our full thoughts in the last part, and well, yeah. See you next time.
This is a fun little ride. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
It was a fun movie indeed.